Is NFT-based mining worth it? Let's find out. CryptoTab has been widely popular in the phone and tablet, and to a certain extent PC markets, where you can basically run the browser in the background. It can do some mining. It does essentially Monero mining, and then it credits you in Bitcoin Satoshis, and then you get the option to withdraw those once you hit 1,000 Satoshis. It became wildly popular over the past couple years with phone farming, and that was because you were allowed to run many instances of it, and it was essentially doing cloud mining, meaning it wasn't really hashing on your phone. You're basically doing a check-in, and it was hashing up in the cloud for you pretty much for free. You had a free version, and then there was also a pro version that you could just pay a one-time fee that varied between $1 and $5 on the App Store, installed on all your devices, and basically just check in every 4 hours, and it would continue to mine for you, stack Satoshis. You can withdraw them to your personal Bitcoin wallet. Well, then they kind of upped their game. They released what they called Boost, which was basically you could pay a monthly fee and you could get an increase in your hash rate. Well, since then, they have added NFT-backed mining as well. And the way this works is if you buy one of their NFTs and you hold it, then you are granted a specific hash rate for a duration. So these are kind of temporary NFTs. And so what you see on my screen are some examples. Say this one is like 1 month, and you get 20,000 hashes a second, so 20 kilohash. Here's another 1 month one for 50 kilohash, and they go up to 3 months, 6 months, and even 12 months, and then the biggest one I could find was this 18 months deal. However, it's 220 Maddox, pretty expensive. Oh, I'm sorry, they do have 24 months. So you could go 2 years. Looks like 2 years is probably going to be the biggest. It's 283 Matic. That's a lot. But what I decided to do is I decided to give it a test spin. And so what we're going to do is we're going to hop over. I've already connected my MetaMask, and I only have a little bit of ETH in this wallet, but it looks like I have enough to do their basic plan, which is 1 month, 20,000 hashes. And so we're going to see how this does. So essentially we're about to buy the token, and it looks like we're going to get 1 month, 20,000 hashes. Yep, and we're going to be paying 0.013 ETH. So let's buy it and let's see what happens. Oh, it just takes us over here. Okay, so they are on OpenSea, and we're going to buy this. The current price is $17.01. So that's 0.013 ETH. And here you can see currently it's on sale. I don't know what the price will change to in 5 hours. But let's go ahead and see. And let's just take a look real quick. Wow, there was actually some private listings that were substantially lower. No offers. Alright, so let's do add to cart. We're going to connect with MetaMask. Let's do add to cart. And here we can see 0.013 ETH. Let's go ahead and do complete purchase. So 1677. We're going to go ahead and broadcast the transaction. And it looks like our purchase is complete. So it ended up costing us, with the gas fees, $20.27. Review our purchase. Here we can see we have it. Alright, so let's hop on over. Okay, got it. Alright, it's here. So let's go ahead and hit activate. Send the transfer. Okay. So we have to sign a message again. which apparently is going to have another gas fee. There we go. Confirm. Alright, we went ahead and signed the transfer. It's now been 30 days, and I wanted to provide my input on how I thought the process went and ups and downs to it. So we have, you can take a look here, and you can see my earnings were actually $12.18 over that span of 30 days, which equated to 0.0058068 BTC. And yes, it is less than what it cost me. And that includes BTC having a pretty good ramp up over the past few days. So if you remember, it cost around $17 if we include the gas fees. It was around, I think, $21. And we ended up only getting $12. So obviously that's unfortunate. My bigger problem with the way this worked was every 12 hours I had to hit reactivate. And the NFT wasn't timed off of the mining execution. It was timed off of real time. Meaning, if I didn't hit it for a day, I lost a day of mining. Right? And so what had happened was I activated this before the holidays, and I went out of town for Christmas, and I had no way to access this thing remotely because you have to use MetaMask. I wasn't able to get to my PC, and so essentially I lost like 5 days of mining just because I had no way to continuously reactivate. Basically, they want you to buy a separate NFT, which is a lot more expensive, to continuously mine. If you don't own that other NFT, you have to hit reactivate every 12 hours. The 12-hour window is significant in that, I work from home, so I was relatively able to activate it in the morning and then activate it in the evening before I went to bed. However, if I missed one of those windows, it really threw things off to the point where I had a couple early morning meetings and I wasn't able to activate it until those meetings were over, which led me to essentially having that thing expire at like 2 or 3 a.m., me not being up to reactivate it, and then I reactivated it when I woke up, and so I lost about 4 or 5 hours there, but then that will continuously shift. And so that became the biggest issue in my eyes, is the requirement to reactivate that thing every 12 hours. And if they want that requirement, that's fine, but that NFT should be based off of the execution time of the mining, not physical real world time, right? So I probably could have made back, I would say, closer to what it cost me. My thoughts and opinions, definitely not worth it. It's kind of cool little novelty if you just want to check it out. If you want to see what it's like mining Monero and getting paid out in BTC, that's great and all, but this did not work out very well for me. So now what we're going to do is, so that's my thoughts. I won't be buying another NFT or anything. I just kind of wanted to let this thing run its course. One thing I will mention is that I did get airdropped an NFT when I bought this NFT. So I ended up with a additional NFT through OpenSea. So that was interesting. But now let's see if we can actually withdraw it. So we're going to do withdraw. And here it's going to ask us for our BTC address. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. Alright, we've got our BTC address in. And here you can see the minimum is actually quite low. So if we pull up a calculator, their minimum withdrawal in the current market, let's just average 21K, is only 21 cents for withdrawal. So that is nice to see. And we're going to go ahead and withdraw to our actual wallet. Then you're going to get an email asking you to confirm the withdrawal. And here you can see it says we will make the payment of that amount of BTC soon. It usually takes 1 business day. So this means it's not an instant withdrawal. and that it's probably being manually reviewed and then is going to be initiated. So that obviously is another downfall. Again, I would not recommend this. If you are going to do NFT mining, do something where it is supplemental to your normal mining. So something like the Aneta Angel NFTs. I'm not sure if that's still a thing or not, given that GitBlock is shut down. But what that was if you hold the NFT, then you get additional mining rewards on top of what you would normally mine. I would recommend that versus trying to go with something like this cloud mining, where you're essentially buying an NFT and it's time based, and then you're just essentially mining on other people's hardware. Obviously there's a middleman. There's a lot of things involved there. I just want to give it a shot, put out my opinion, so that you guys kind of know what it's like trying this. I would definitely avoid this.